Yo, this your boy Tonio coming through another episode of Backyard Comedy. As always, I got my boy, Skeezy Baby. Please say that, baby.
You already know that.
It's your boy Rita Dude. I got down here with a nice shirt on.
Appreciate you. Right here in the face of the spirit, bro.
I'm your boy Vocal 26, man. If you see us, you know it's an episode of Backyard Comedy. New episodes, make sure y'all check them out. They are dropping every Friday. Check us out on Real Demand TV where we're streaming in 172 countries. Also, if you know anybody dealing with any type of substance abuse, holler my man, Mr. Julius Rowe. He will get you moving in the right direction. Also, don't miss nothing. All new updates on K97.5. You can hear us every week. Turn that dial on Saturday from 11 to 6 p.m. We are on there with all new updates and everything you want to know about Backyard Comedy. Before we jump in this episode, let's do a recap of the last episode. We had Tilly 2, the artist. Came in and talked about her journey, man. Her being legally blind. P.O.P. over down. You know what I mean? And came through, man, and give us a heartfelt message about her journey, man, and things she been through and how she got started in her career. Shout out to her. Yeah. If you haven't seen that episode, make sure you check it out right now on Podbeam streaming right now. Go check it out, man, and email us backyardcomedy3@gmail.com so we can hear what you guys say about the episode and more. And on this episode, for those of y'all that didn't know,
gospel music
was
going
too far. That's what I thought he was gonna say.
For those who didn't know, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Oh yeah.
And by a show of hands, how many people knew that?
None of y'all.
Because nobody gave a damn. We can't even enjoy Men's Mental Health Month in Mental Health Month while we're trying to protect our mental health because y'all don't give a damn.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it like that.
That's real.
I'm going to say it like that, man. So we're gonna talk about that for a few moments, man. I hope we got a message that can help people out there because I know we do a lot of jokes, but let me just know mental health is serious and it is real. And that's something that we don't take lightly. Yes, we do our joking, but we joke about our own things that we have been through. And things you're going to hear on this episode of Backyard Comedy is our own personal journey. You know, how everybody handle their own situation is different. You don't have to do what we do, but, I hope this message inspire you. I'm going to start out with Oskies, baby. Please say the baby.
He crazy, man. In this day and age, we got to understand that everybody, has something going on in their life.
Yeah.
And we got to learn how to help each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just everybody, not just speaking on men's right now, mental health, but
that's real.
Going into men's mental health, we speaking on that, man, one thing we got to do as men for each other is have each other's back because, it's just now some women don't even realize that men enjoy each other's company as platonic friends, just like women enjoy each other's company.
And
go out and have a drink and whatever they do, get dressed up and go and have a girls' night.
There's nothing wrong with a little bingo, little cunnilingus. They ain't never hurt nobody.
Men can have a men's night too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I think we got to do more of that, fellas, because support out here from people that don't really love and care about you. You know what I mean? For one thing, and then. You got to kind of watch the people that say they love and care about you too as well. You just gotta hold it in the road because it's hard to express yourself in this world nowadays when you feel like it'll get used against you.
And it will. And
a lot of times it will.
I'm glad you said that because Baby D commented on one of our post that we made about that. She was saying some things, and that goes to what I was going to say to her. Shout out to Baby D because she's always sharing and commenting and liking and everything else. I appreciate that. We love you. But I got to tell you this: the reason why some men go in their shell and don't want to say nothing because when they do put that trust in a I'm gonna say a woman because that's what it was about.
Yeah.
When they do put that trust in a woman and it's turned and used against them, they no longer want to do that.
Yeah.
He ain't lying.
I have been through that where I have been vulnerable and came to a woman, and I hope you watching because I'm talking about you. Yeah. And I came to a woman and said some things, and then when she got mad, but you did, but I didn't come tell you or come talk to you for you to do that whenever you're mad. That's not what that conversation is for. For a man or woman, whoever. You know what I'm saying? If you go with somebody in all confidence thinking that person's going to be there for what you're talking about or what you're opening up about, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you, right then and there, you need that type of outlet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't pat my head and say, it's okay. But then you smack me soon as you get wrong. What? Ain't nobody tell you to drive that broke down truck the other day. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It tends to happen more to men than it does to women.
Yeah. Because
what I'm gonna say. What you gonna do?
That's what they use as their ammo, man. Like,
Yeah.
You know, it's a vulnerable space because y'all being intimate and laying with each other. But the bad thing about it is you can't tell your woman everything.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, because she'll eventually probably lose some type of respect for you. You know what I'm saying? If she's
I can see that. I can see that.
And having excuses and stuff. So you got to find different outlets, you know what I'm saying, besides just talking to your woman. It's okay sometimes, but you got to find different outlets.
Yeah.
From what I understand, solitary hobbies will help out, you know what I'm saying? Because if you try to basically add somebody on with your hobbies, they might not be available at that time when you need that hobby to kind of help you with the stress or whatever you got going on.
Well, I'm gonna be. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that it shouldn't be that way though. It shouldn't be that way where now maybe your girlfriend, but no, if you have a wife, that's got to be different.
Yeah,
you got to be able to talk to that person about anything and everything.
Yeah.
And if that love is unconditional as it's supposed to be,
and if you can't, you got a problem.
Then it's a problem.
Whitney Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah. But from my understanding, because I've never been married, some wives use that against their husbands too. But, you know what I'm saying? They have a certain understanding that, you know what I'm saying?
But we can't leave you out, women. Some men, some husbands do it too. I have done it as a husband. I have threw something back up that I shouldn't have brought back up. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless, when I felt like I was hurt, I felt like that'd be a way to bring her down to my level of hurt.
Look at you. Nobody wants you but me. You ain't shit without me. You without me equals shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I have been there.
You have their own motive of doing it, but in all actuality, it's wrong. Either way, it's wrong because now it's much harder to build that trust back to where somebody can open up to you again.
Yeah.
And I tell you, first of all, I would like to say these speakers sound very good. We got a new setup in here, and it sounds really good. I like how that sounds. It sounds quite nice.
Chris,
but men's mental health, man. I done been through situations where the person I was dealing with didn't even give a damn how my mindset was for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they love me so much. For instance, I'm gonna tell you straight up. For Father's Day, I got kids with women that didn't even tell me Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
And then want to tell me days later because whatever issue they had going on that ain't my damn problem, and I hope you watching. You know what I'm saying? Days later, now you want to say, oh, Happy Father's Day, I want to tell you Happy Father's Day, but I don't give a damn anymore.
Yeah.
Because the day that you should have told me, the day that it was respected about, don't get me wrong, every day is Father's Day because we're good fathers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the day that it's recognized for and you took it from me, not caring how it will affect my mental, how it makes me feel, or nothing because you don't give a damn, that's things that men deal with on a day-to-day basis. But as soon as women go to social media, oh, he ain't doing this, it's a pile of sorry ass women under that.
Yeah.
Trying to uplift this woman like you don't want to tell that woman she wrong.
Yeah.
But men always get beat down. Oh, he did. Oh, you sorry nigga. Oh, you did this. Blah blah yaggity smaggity. All the time. All the time.
I do agree with that. Now it is for some reason an amen corner. Of women, even though you know that woman is doing wrong.
You're doing wrong.
And I'm not being biased because that's something that we don't stand for in our group of friends.
No, you wrong now.
Some men may do that. I mean, which I understand that, but we don't stand for that in our group. And it's just, to me, it's just like at some point you got to tell a person when they wrong, and if you associate yourself with that person and you know they wrong, then you kind of associating with that.
Yeah, that means you wrong.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth, boy? He ain't lying.
Yeah, you basically saying that you're okay with the
You okay with it?
Yeah,
that's exactly what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But like you just said, everybody don't have that group, man. They don't have that. And that would be my next thing I was gonna say, man. Check on your people. If you got men in your life, friends, family members, whatever, check on them. Just because they don't say nothing don't mean they ain't going through something.
Yeah.
Because we say it all the time. We was raised to feel nothing. We was raised to do what we got to do, stick your head up and go on out of there. Don't nobody give a damn we ain't got money some days.
I'm broke as a joke.
Yeah.
Don't nobody give a damn we trying to figure out how we going to feed our family. Nobody cares, but they going to hold their hand out and want you to do for them and whatever they got going on. And that's bullshit, especially in the month of June.
Yeah.
It's mental health Awareness Month. You know what I'm saying? And nobody even give a damn. Call and check on your people. You know what I'm saying? I'm that friend that no matter what I go through, I call and check on people. And not too many people that I call and check on me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I say it, I'm tell you live on TV. Damn what you're going through. Because you don't give a damn when I'm going through nothing. And I'm tired of calling you, motherfucker. I ain't bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody called and checked and said, hey, man. Nobody called me and said, hey, it is Men's Mental Health Month. How are you doing?
Yeah.
And it's the end of the damn month now.
Yeah.
This the last episode of the month.
Yeah, it is.
Nobody did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's like nobody really knew cared or anything. But I mean,
hang it up with Father's Day.
It's one thing about it. You know, we don't expect it.
No.
So
no.
At that point, it's probably never going to happen, because when you don't expect something, then you know it doesn't happen until it happens, right? You know what I mean? It happens by chance.
Yeah.
But I say that to say this: we have to start putting up a standard to where we expect a little bit more for ourselves as black men. We expect a little bit more care for ourselves.
Yep.
And that's not taking anything away from the ladies and y'all, because the ladies has been on this. They has been on self. They have been on caring for self, for self, and somehow ours. We wasn't taking it. The ambulance came on.
Because they know somebody might get hurt.
We wasn't taking that, man. We still cared about family. We still cared about everything else besides us. And we always feel like as men, it comes back around to us last. It's our children, it's our ladies, and then it come back to us. Yeah. So we got to realize that, man. Sometimes we got to self care for a little while. Yeah. And we can move on. We can do better.
My bad, man. I want to say that's how we were conditioned to think. And, you know, I agree that that does need to change, because if we're the providers, we supposed to be the leaders. Our mental has to be at 100% capacity. We have to be able to do the things that we need to do as men, because you're gonna end up leading your flock, your family, whatever you want to call it, down the wrong path because your mental is not together.
If you got a good woman and a good wife and a good helpmate, she is what help you replenish that.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it's just not that way. I'm gonna just say that.
Hey man, let me tell you something. I have thought I have had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some instances I didn't.
Yeah.
Some instances I had it and I messed it up. Now I'm man enough to say when I did it. Everybody know me. I'm gonna talk about myself. I know it's posts made about me. It's comments made about me. I done had it talked to my face, but still want me to help them next week. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the kind of stuff that if I give my life, my situation to another person, they probably gonna jump clean off a bridge. Take your car, pull over there. You know what I mean? Because that's God put no more on you than you can bear. I can bear what I can bear. You can bear what you can bear. You can bear what you can bear. If we crisscross it around, it's gonna fuck up somewhere. Yeah, because that's not for us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People try to tack on things that's not for them. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel I got it, and I was that person. Oh, I gotta help this person. I gotta help this person. I gotta help this person. No matter what I'm going through, no matter what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I done cut friends off like that, because even when I was going through the death of my son, they calling me, telling me about their problems, but they ain't say, man, are you okay? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then they want, every time they see somebody else, and you know who I'm talking about. Every time they see somebody else, oh man, he won't talk to me. I don't need to talk to you. You feel what I'm saying? For what? We done talked for years. Yeah. And you still didn't ask if I was okay.
It's important to have a circle of friends that the things are reciprocated as far as communication.
That's very important. That's very
important. Hey, brother, how you doing today? Kiss my ass, whatever. Shooting the shit with each other. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch the other friends, though, that don't reciprocate that, because at the same time, they'll pull and they'll carry your business off. Or, just like that woman, use it against you. You know, when you are thinking you can be vulnerable with that person when you really can't.
See, the man different than the women. Yeah, the women use it against you. You know, you got to, but that man, I'm gonna smack fire to your ass.
Yeah, you supposed to.
And that's the thing. That's the total difference. Yeah. And that's why it's used a lot more in women than it is for men, because we not gonna attack them or come at them like we would a man.
Bitch made.
Yeah, exactly.
What they call it, that where I'm from.
Like, and that's just like a woman, you know, a girl will hit you and she's taught, you know, you can't hit her back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But
But that's wrong within itself, because you shouldn't
keep your hands to yourself.
You shouldn't put your hands on nobody. And that's really what should be. That's what should be taught, right? And that's not what's taught. It's taught where He can't put his hands on you. He shouldn't put his hands on you. But it's not taught. You should never put your hands on a man or put your hands on anybody.
Yeah. I feel like, me being vulnerable in this episode, I feel like when you're adding stress to a person.
Yeah.
When you're doing things out of spite or for no particular reason at all because maybe you're hurt. Maybe you're going through some unresolved issue that you don't want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you can't put that on somebody else because you don't know what somebody got in their mind. A lot of people get hurt that way. Not knowing, thinking, oh, I got a bad day today. I'm going to just treat everybody effed up.
Yep, you get
not knowing that you're going to go against somebody that woke up this morning saying, the first person to say something to me, I'm knocking their, you know what I mean? I'm going in there.
Yeah.
Pressure bursts pipes, man.
Sure will.
And you got to watch the ones that already is fed up and they to a certain point that they can't, they at that point, man.
There's been a lot of people crashing out lately. That's what I started the show with, man.
Yeah.
And it's getting more and more
it's
local.
Getting worse.
And more frequent.
Yeah.
The ones that know my situation know, son. I take a lot, but sometimes, boy, I got to just.
Yeah.
Sometimes the devil use certain people and they don't realize that they're being used.
Yeah.
Well, they know and they don't care because they would rather be spiteful. But that's why you gotta put on your armor and cover yourself. And don't allow.
I do.
And don't
I
allow.
grandma do.
Crazy. Yeah, man, because you can't allow those people to infiltrate what you got going on and infiltrate your spirit, right, with that evilness.
Yeah.
Because that's all of that's doing is transferring the evil to you.
That's why that's why I anoint myself with oil.
Yeah.
And pray, bro. I does that. I'm glad it was instilled in me because a lot of people don't understand spiritual warfare.
Yep.
We've been told by higher ups that we would have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Young ages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. I'm glad that I have the wisdom and the discernment to know when the devil feel like he want to come around. He ain't even got no power, old punk ass. You know what I'm saying? But when people don't know that, you know what I'm saying, they'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that. What you got to do? Hey, don't speak. Hallelujah.
Bro.
Speaking sound good. Ain't it?
One thing about it, man, just like bro said, you have to have the discernment and know where you going. But I wanted to speak on something.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? That
He done pulled out his notebook.
No, I ain't even cut it on yet, but I was going to. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to speak on. It's very important with the mental health, man, because you know what I'm saying. It adds to suicide.
They do.
What I'm saying men make up almost half of the population in the United States, and it's like
some high numbers.
I can't even remember the numbers right now.
Yeah, it's high though,
but it's high, man. You know what I'm saying? For the majority of men killing themselves, and they don't want to speak out because of fear of being judged and talked about. You know what I'm saying? Especially like being called sassy, stuff like that. We can't even have a platform where we speak on how we feel right now or be vulnerable how we are being right now without being called some type of name or some type of rhetoric that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, that adds to the flame.
Real talk, bro. That's real talk, bro.
To downplay masculinity.
Right.
To downplay
I gotta say this. I don't mean no harm to nobody, man. I got female friend that are studs too, and I tell them the same thing. Y'all think y'all men till you have to be a man.
Yeah.
That is. I don't want to be no damn woman because I know what black women go through, and I'm telling you, you don't want to be no black man. I'm telling you, every statistic against us, they try to keep it against us and hold it to death do us part. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
They even use y'all against us.
They sure do.
If you don't know it or not, it's all a part of that plan that they use, and it's crazy. It's in the music and everything.
It is,
and it's glorified.
It is.
We got to understand that and go against it. It's time to go against it. Our community right now is less plentiful and less fortunate than it was in the Jim Crow days when we was in slavery. Now, how is that possible, right? Because we were together and we had our own stuff. We had, when we came out of that slavery and stuff, we were building stuff. We built our own banks and we built our own communities.
But you already know what happened with that
and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So
down to the ground.
And then once they took it away that way, they said, okay, we can't do that again because they got smart. They know how to fight against that.
Yep.
We'll do it another way and do it through Section 8.
But
do it through all of this governmental things
and I'm glad
that we
you
have.
brought that up because that plays into mental health too.
Yeah.
That's how they keep you down through your mental.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's systematic.
Persuade the mental. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of people feel like they gotta be on Section 8. They feel like they gotta get. Now I want to get them food stamps. I ain't gonna lie to you. But a lot of people feel like they gotta depend on it.
Yeah.
That's why I was glad I was raised around the men that I was raised around because you gotta work.
Yeah.
A man don't work, don't eat. That they live by that. That was some strict rules with my old heads around there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The codes
That's where he was raised.
changed now over time. That's another thing that's going on. You know, some men don't live up to the men code. You know, what I'm
That's
saying?
for sure.
They fall short of that. You know what I'm saying?
They've been raised weak, man. You know, and let's just be real. I mean, they've been raised weak, and a lot of people don't get the nurturing from a man. That's why, you know, I heard something, and I want to repeat it, man. Shout out to all the men who nurture, all the real men who nurture young boys and up into men.
Right. Yeah.
Whether you're brothers, whether you're uncles, whether you're if you're nurturing and you're teaching that young boy how to be a man, shout out to you, man, because it's crazy about the single mother homes. Yeah. I mean, the statistics on that is ridiculous.
It is
right now, and so it's a lot of little boys out here that need a father figure, that needs somebody to talk to, that needs somebody to learn from on how to be an actual man.
What he said, mama,
and not just these games.
Like a father figure.
And real talk. And try to be an actual big brother. Don't be trying to slide on their mama and stuff to get the butt. You know what I'm saying? Actually try to be there for that child or something.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying?
you.
Nah, I ain't doing that, man. I ain't doing nothing,
People
man.
got motives, man, but your motive should be to help that kid. That should be your main goal.
Talk, man. I done been a man that have installed things in kids' lives that want my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Me too.
And no matter if they mama want to say so or not, it has happened. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind doing it because I had men to do that for me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Some of the men that done it for me was not family. You know what I'm saying? Some of the men that did it for me was not my father. You know what I'm saying? And still to this day, God's still sending people to teach me things, or in a time of need, I meet an old head and he'll give me a word, and then, you know what I'm saying? So whatever the case may be, God is always watching and looking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because once you're being taught like that from a young age, it's easy for you to accept it when you get older. Yeah. If you haven't been raised and taught that way as a young age, and what I mean is by taught that way is sternly. Yeah. That's what a male brings, is a stern teaching sometimes that it needs your attention.
Real talk.
You know, you need to be able to listen and not be talking all the time, and not be moving all the time, and not be doing something. You need to be able to listen to what you heard, right? So that stern talking gives you that. You know, I feel like, man, that's what we're missing, a lot of that in this days and age, man, because these kids go and you say one word to them, out the way, and they mad, ready to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? They can't, I miss mama, no more mama. As soon as they get locked up. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they locked up, they crying and can't believe it. They read the speeches about, don't do it. Don't do it.
And I'm glad you brought that up. But you on the road today, man, because the men was raised around, brother, they was hood niggas, country niggas. We knew what not to do.
That's right.
We knew not to go out there and be big and bad, because I don't know who's teaching these kids now, but you need to understand, if you do the crime, you're doing the time. That's what we was raised on. If you want to go out here and hoop and holler and shoot people and everything, you're going to prison. Ain't nobody teaching this shit no more.
Man.
Or you're going to die. It's either jail or grave.
That's what they
we
made
knew
the prison
getting in
for.
that street game or getting in that life, what was going to come out of that. Either jail or the grave. I mean,
that was instilled in us at a young age, man.
Yeah, because them boys, some of them in jail.
Yeah,
and some of them in the grave, and that's just the real deal.
Yeah, a lot of cats we grew up with either dead or in jail. We talked about that the other day, man.
That's how it go, man. But I don't know who teaching these young cats, and there's some very smart, bright young men out here, but they feel like they don't have no other person to turn to. They feel like their father not involved. And when I was working at Lowe's, I was cool with a young cat, and he would tell me, like, man, can't nobody tell me shit. Like my father went around. I'm the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? And I feel him. But at the same time, you got a lot you gotta learn, my brother, about being the man of the house. That ain't no easy task, especially when you thrown into it like a child, like I was. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to be a grown man at a very young age. You know, and it started from my mama going to work, leave me home to have to take care of my brother and sister, have to cook them. Really, my mental health fucked up and started then. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm being a parent to kids that ain't even mine, and I'm 7, 8 years old. You know what I'm saying?
But you learned a lot of stuff then, but at the same time, when you got older, that's extra stuff that you needed to learn.
Because. You know,
exactly.
Young guns,
you know, and that's what we got to understand, man. It's a youngin' out here that think he know everything, but he just don't have it, man. And so, you know, I mean, Even if he say he don't want to hear it, just kind of shoot it out there. I do it all the time. If I talk to a young man or something, I'm gonna just tell him a little something. Yeah. Even though they might not listen, they might not care. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot them a little knowledge, man, just so you can think on it a little bit. Hopefully you think on it.
Man, hopefully you stay out of my way. Cause I'm from the old school, man. I try to give you, but like you just said, man, a lot of the young men don't want to listen because they feel like, you know what I'm saying, they getting the money, they got the women, they got the car, they got the Temu jewelry and everything else they got on. You know what I'm saying? Not understanding that at the blink of an eye, like you said last time, you don't get no redos.
Nah.
You don't get no redos because you don't want to admit that you have mental health issues. Yeah. Because you feel like you got to show out because you on drugs and your drugs you can't control that. You can't control it. You can't control your mind when you're on them drugs.
Yeah.
And that's what happens, man. We love on our people too late, and then it's too late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we don't get them the help they need. And sometimes they don't accept that we can't help that, right?
Yeah, because when people try to give me help, sometimes I didn't accept it.
Yeah. And it be like that.
I didn't think they were real though, for real.
It's happening, man. Where we got to be careful though, because not only is it happening where we're killing each other, the cops is killing us still. Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna stop.
I haven't read any articles that a bunch of gang members rolled up on the KKK.
You know what I mean?
Haven't read that anywhere.
You know what I mean?
They don't want to.
As hard as y'all claim to be, y'all killing your friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the enemy's looking at you like, look at these fools.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
School with shit. That shit crazy.
Yeah, KKK ain't got to do much with y'all out here.
No.
They ain't got to do much.
That's what it's designed to do. That's why you got to get your mind right to understand that.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to
y'all talking about
talk
Chud
nobody,
the Builder.
I know a man you can talk to right now. Put his picture right here. Pops. Dr. Onyx Martin Sr., he would talk to you about anything. That man done seen it all. He teleports. You hear me?
He crazy.
he know it all, man. You can email us or email him, man, and he won't mind talking to you, schooling you on something, man. And this man tell me stories all the time of how Pops done taught people out of doing some crazy things. You know what I mean? So I already know what type man he is. You feel me? What you gonna ask you before we get up out of here?
Yeah, man. Pops will talk to you, man. But the thing is, he's seen a lot. He's grew up. He's instilled a lot in me, man. And then I grew up. I saw a lot myself as a man growing up in some of the places that he was at, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, we got to learn from each other, and we don't take the time to stop, listen, and learn from each other like we should, because we move, and sometimes we move and we go get in some of the same stuff our brothers got into, or the same stuff our sister did, or the same stuff our uncle did. And why don't we just learn from what they did? You know what I mean? Why can't we just look at that and say, you know what? I don't want to go that route. The most successful people are the people that saw adversity and said, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to go that route. So we gotta learn how to take a negative and turn it into a positive, man, and use that as fuel to do better in life.
Yeah, man.
Help each other.
I'm so glad, dog. Trouble don't last always. My mindset is not the same mindset I had yesterday.
Real rap.
You know what I'm saying? I pray for my mindset and my growth every day. Every day, man. And it's like the more I pray, the harder the devil seems like he got to work through people to try to get me to get knocked off of what I know I'm supposed to be doing. That's how you know when you're going on the right path of doing what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do gotta take a step back and get your mind right. Sometimes you got to fight your own battle. Sometimes silent. Sometimes people don't know that you sit in the bathroom and cry. But you know what I'm saying? That's stuff that you have to go through. You know what I'm saying? Individually, whatever you're going through, to be able to come back with a great mindset to continue fighting your battle like you're supposed to do. And sometimes I do that. You know what I mean? Because I deal with people on a day-to-day basis that pisses me off. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't know if you build in 5 different ways, you can have 5 different hits coming for you at the same time. Or 10 different hits, because each one of them can hit you twice at one time. So you got to realize the more files you try to burn and make more for yourself, as we have to do as men, the more you can come into and the more pain and agony that can happen with the problems and stuff that you have if you allow it.
And you know what I know? You know what I know before we get out of here? I noticed that the more I don't pay, and I hope you watch it, the more I don't pay somebody attention, the worse they seem to get my attention. And I want to tell you right now on national TV, fuck you. I don't care.
He crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Because that shit, it used to get on my nerve. I felt like I had it. I feel like I just gotta cuss somebody out. Yeah. Like I'm gonna cuss your ass out soon, just as soon as I get up out of here. You know what I mean? But it don't even do no good because that person is still ignorant. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much I cuss them out, I get mad. I don't even know what I'm even mad for. You know what I'm saying? And that person is still gonna be that person.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. They gonna still be them. They gonna still try to get at you.
Yeah. And, man, good luck, man, because I no longer, I surrendered that to the Lord. And that's something I haven't done in a long time. Yeah. It actually got on my knees and surrendered something to the Lord. Yeah. And good luck. That's the best I can tell you.
When and I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. When you do that, he's going to move. So you better be ready for him to move. Yeah. And don't go get right back into what he moved you out of. Don't go get right back into what he moved you out of.
Real talk now. Real talk. He preaching now. You see that finger didn't even bend. Yeah. Don't you go, Leo. That's real talk. That's real talk because you ain't got to worry about me now. But I get what you're saying.
Not you.
Yeah, I get what you're saying because I have been that person to God have took me out of something and I was disobedient. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, I was disobedient, got back into the situation, and I be damned.
Yeah, it'd be worse the second time around, bro.
Now, when you don't think God telling the truth, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Because if you ask him to do it, he do it. And you talking shit, you deserve everything coming to you. I can go tell you that right now.
You gonna learn.
You gonna learn. One way or the other. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do?
That's the best way to learn. That's the best teacher. The consequences of whatever your actions is when you go back that second time.
Yeah.
That's gonna be that's gonna be the hard. It's the best way for you to not do it again, but it's not the best way when you hurt.
Yeah. It get worse and worse. Every time you don't listen, it get worse and worse. It sure does, man.
Yeah.
Well, man, by the time y'all see this, man, it will be July. And I hope y'all have a happy July 4th. Be safe. Protect yourself. Mm-hmm. But men's mental health, man, we appreciate everybody for the support. You know what I mean? For those that do check in on us together, us separately, man, we really do appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Because it does matter. It does matter, and it does help to tell somebody to just a simple call to ask how you doing. Yeah. You know, that goes a long way. Yeah. Yep. For those of y'all that didn't do it, don't look for it in July. Because I'm not calling you. Straight up.
Continue to lift your men up if you love them, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, real talk. And if you, like Onyx said, man, just to piggyback off that real quick before we head out of here, if you know anybody that has a youth that is in the need of a male figure, holler at them. Take them out for ice cream, take them out, play basketball, whatever, just to go have a conversation, just to check their temperature, because our youth do face a lot of things, from drugs to everything way worse than what we had when we was in the youth ages. Yeah. You know, they deal with a lot.
Hit us up, man, if you want to do something, you know, if you want to collab, you know, if you want to, you know, have another night out or something with them, you know, you want Backyard Comedy to be a part of that, do that. Yeah. Come in here and watch us get right, watch us, what we do. It might inspire some kids, man. You know, it's a lot of money out here in streaming and stuff. So, you know, they might be big time Castanets or something.
Well, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all. As always, I got my boy, Skeezy Baby. Please say the baby.
Yeah, you already know it.
Got my boy Really Doodle down here.
Down here in the flesh and the spirit, my brother.
I'm your boy Vocals 26, man. Y'all already know this was brought to you by O&M Technical Solutions, your local experts in break, fix, repair. We don't just troubleshoot, we solve. Don't let a glitch hold you back. Call 336-279-0768. Call us today, O&M Technical Solutions. Consider it fixed. Yeah. Boom, boom. Also by K97.5. Y'all already know, man. Y'all can hear any updates up there. Check it out on, turn your dial on Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can hear us all day with new updates. Also, the official connections, the complex. You want to rent anything out, like he just said, need a spot to hold your events, want to come see Backyard Comedy, we're going to have it right here. Bam, you can hit us up at backyardcomedy3@gmail.com and let us know, hey, man, we want to do this. Whoop-de-whoop, let us know. We'll get the pricing, everything available. We got equipment, speakers, whatever you need.
The ingredients to make a high nigga pie.
We open up all avenues. Bring that money up in there. You got to get it. It's time to get it.
Don't forget the musicians now.
And you can holler at Backyard Comedy. We got the bass player, the drum player, and the keyboard player. Whatever you need. Yeah. We are here for your every weekend call. Well, I'm your boy Vocal 26. Y'all already know time is a precious thing to waste, so don't waste it by not watching Backyard Comedy. We appreciate you and we love you. And the Lord held that rain back for us.
I was gonna say that.